This podcast is brought to you by the Washington State Department of Health. As we continue to listen, learn, and grow, we are amplifying Black voices and perspectives in an effort to start a new COVID-19 vaccine conversation. We're sharing stories intended to help us navigate this unprecedented time together and to co-create solutions in support of the Black community. Hear these stories at weconsiderwa.org.
Hey, this is BJ. Thanks for listening to our show's podcast. If you're a fan of all things geeky, you should check out my other podcast, BJ Shea's Geek Nation. We have new episodes every day, and you can check it out at bjgeeknation.com.
Your home is going into foreclosure and you feel like a financial wreck. You don't know where to turn for accurate information. I'm bankruptcy attorney Travis Gagne. Let's talk about some legal options. If we work quickly, we can propose a plan to save your home, modify the loan, or in many cases even eliminate your second mortgage. The consultation is free. I've helped hundreds of people just like you make informed decisions about whether to save their home or exit it on a reasonable, organized timeline. The chapter you choose sets the tone for the next chapter of your life. Please contact me today at choosetherightchapter.com. That's choosetherightchapter.com.
99.9 KISW, The Rock of Seattle. Well, Steve, you're a percussionist, so I know you're going to appreciate this dude, Joe Porter.
Okay.
He's going viral because he posted a video of himself playing famous intros to rock and metal songs, but he was using very unique percussion instruments, including one, I believe, from my favorite country.
Yeah. Canada?
No.
What?
No. I mean, I think you'll know my favorite country. I'll tell you because
India,
first he's...
of course.
Not India, no. Oh, no.
England?
No. You
Vulcan.
Peru.
Wow, I am shocked you don't know.
America.
No. Guys.
Klingon.
Klingon. Well, that would be Kronos, but thanks for trying.
Don't Klingon shame me.
Sorry, gonna have to. No blood wine for you, sir. Well, I mean, come on. I'll give you a clue. One of the tunes he's doing is AC/DC's Thunderstruck, and he's using a device called a slapophone. So, of course, that comes from my favorite country.
From Slapistan.
Yeah, my favorite country. There you go.
I've been playing drums. What the hell is a slapophone?
It's a phone you slap?
Yeah. I mean, come on.
That just sounds like an Urban Dictionary thing. Like, I'm not going to make it out tonight, guys. I'm playing the slapophone, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, you are. That's right. Steven, get off that slapophone. You're going to go blind.
Yeah, Grandma wasn't happy when I played the slapophone.
No, poor Grandma wishes she was blind at that point.
You actually do slap these.
Oh, yeah. It looks like 6 dongs that you slap. Wow. Or PVC pipe, one or the other. Very phallic looking.
Well, yeah, I was about to say I've played these at the Children's Museum. Yeah.
Okay.
They have them for kids to hit.
Remove Children's Museum, and I would agree with you.
Wow. Again, I feel like, Steve, you're the only one with the theme of this. Not to say anything. I mean, it's, I don't see penises, but then again, hey, good luck to you.
The slapophone.
So
they're running out of names for instruments, aren't they?
Yeah.
What do you do to this thing? You slap it. Got it.
Let's call it the slapophone. Like a saxophone, but you slap it.
Well, and he also plays Guns N' Roses' Sweet Child of Mine on a steel pan. I think we know what a steel pan is, right? It's a pan made of steel.
Is that like a steel drum?
Yeah.
Those are cool sounding.
They are really cool.
Yeah, not as cool as a slapophone. And then, do you know what a hammered dulcimer is? Because he does Enter Sandman with that.
Yeah, that's also, it's like a slapophone, but
when
you hammer the dulcimer, you know what I mean?
Yeah, this
Urban
is stuff.
Dictionary.
You need to really stop hammering your dulcimer.
It's like I thought it was like a xylophone kind of thingy.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, well, here's Joe Porter using a hammered dulcimer and a steel pan and a slapophone to recreate some cool intros to some cool songs.
Hammered dulcimer. Steel pen.
Okay, that's cool.
Yeah, I feel like I'm in Jamaica.
I'll take it.
Yeah, man.
Oh, man, I love that intro.
Slapophone.
Oh, that's kind of cool, actually. I like the slapophone.
Slapophone's cool.
It looks like you hit him with like a little soft mallet.
Yeah, you hit him with a slap-a-mallet.
A slap-a-mallet.
Yeah.
It's a flaccid mallet that you hit the slapophone.
Okay, well,
I mean, it really is. So
yeah, okay.
He's not technically wrong.
And the hammered dulcimer is almost like a piano minus the actual keys. Like it's like the inside part of the piano with the hammers that hit down on the strings.
Oh, that makes sense.
Which is why a piano's considered part of the percussion family.
Oh, look at you, little Dr. Music over there.
I didn't even know that.
Dr.
Wow.
Music.
Oh,
Yeah.
thank you.
Paging Dr. Music.
Dr.
Always
Music.
cracks me up when someone's like, "Oh yeah, piano, percussion instrument. Do you play the piano?" Steve, I'm like, no, you can't play the piano.
Yeah, it's a little bit
I
of a
hit
different
things
kind of
with
percussion. Yeah. I don't know if there's any connection, if you could figure it out or not. I mean, there's more. I don't know. Steve,
I believe in you,
would put it
Steve.
past you. I know you can play the slapophone.
Yeah, I play the slapophone like none other. I don't even use the flaccid mallet.
That's what I've heard about you, actually. That's what marriage will do to you, Sir Steve.
Which of the three do you like the best?
Well, you know me.
Slapophone.
No,
steel
I mean,
pan.
yeah,
The steel pan.
the sweet child of mine.
I'm
yeah.
all off with your guesses. I couldn't figure out
I
what country
know.
you're a fan
I know.
of. And then I
Yeah.
think, oh, well, then it's clearly the country that he's a fan of is the
Okay.
instrument that he loves.
I mean, what instrument do I love best? Yes, the slapophone. But what version did he do that I love the best? Yes, I have to go with GNR's Sweet Child of Mine. Best song ever written in the history of songs.
Now he needs to do GNR on the slapophone.
Yes.
And then that's lights out.
Oh,
That'd be
then the
cool.
life is sublime. I'm not sure if he can, though. Don't you think he would have if he could? Because the slapophone really is like, isn't that the greatest instrument ever?
It is. I mean, the slapophone version was my favorite. And I also love Thunderstruck, but it has everything to do with the slapophone and not the song.
Yeah.
The steel drum, though, what is it? James
Yeah.
Addiction. They have like the little solo on the live version, especially. It's very cool. And I remember thinking that would be awesome to learn. And then I tried playing a steel drum once. I'm like, yep, that is not something I have the patience to learn. It just sounds terrible if you don't know how to play it.
And if you just joined us, we're talking about this dude, Joe Porter, and we got his video up on the BJ and Migs page of KISW.com where you can hear him do Enter Sandman, Sweet Child of Mine, and Thunderstruck, all on these bizarre instruments like a hammered dulcimer, a steel pan, and a slapophone, which of course is from Slapistan. That's my story, and I'm sticking to it.
Yeah.
There you go.
Well, where else would it be from?
It's a great country. Slapistan doesn't get a lot of credit, but you know what? The slapophone is one of their greatest exports, one of their greatest contributions. So there you go. We got a guy who's running for sheriff who just got arrested. Well, of course he would be. Guy running for sheriff got arrested. What did he do, you're asking? Oh, Steve will tell you what he did. He's got the Migs report for you at 6:17 on The Rock.
BJ and Migs, mornings on The Rock, 99.9 KISW.
99.9 KISW, The Rock of Seattle. After 2 long years, Pain in the Grass is back.
Uh-oh.
And I know what you're thinking. You're thinking, well, it's Tuesday, BJ. You said you'd tell us on Tuesday. Yeah, I did. But at 9:15, I'll tell you more, all right? Yeah, you're going to have to wait till 9:15 this morning to get all the deets, as the kids say. Are the kids saying that?
Sure.
Okay, fine, thanks.
I mean, define kids. If you're talking about like 70-year-old men, yes.
All right, then. I'm in. I'm in with the lingo.
Let's go.
And you can be in with the info. Yeah, Pain in the Grass 2022. It's happening, and it's going to be amazing. It's going to be huge. It could be, one of the biggest things that you've ever seen. But I can't really tell you more until 9:15 on The Rock.
If you're hearing an informative newscast right now, well, then you must not be listening to BJ and Migs. Live from the KISW News Center in downtown Seattle, this is the Migs Report.
Well, thanks, you guys, and thanks to Law Tigers for giving us the Migs report. And today, clean up your room, guys. It's National
really?
Clean Up Your Room Day.
Oh, wow. What a great day.
Boy, I mean, again, there are so many days that share awesome things after shared days, and then there's this one.
Well, it's also National Small Business Day, so maybe hire a room cleaning business.
Oh, nice. Yeah, there you go.
That's
I
the
was
way-
thinking, combine it, Steve, and clean up your small business. What do you think about that? Yeah, probably some embezzling, probably some stuff going on, I'm sure, in some small businesses, I'm sure.
Okay. And also today
corruption.
is a day to celebrate the fruit of the sea.
Ooh.
Do you know what I'm talking about, BJ?
Seaweed. Woo! Thank you. Good job.
That'd be more like a vegetable, right?
Well,
Not
veggie
the fruit of the sea. Let me see. I'm going to go Vicky because Danny, I feel like, knows it. I know Rev does.
All I can think of is chicken of the sea, and I know that's not right.
I'm with you, Vicky, and that is, to me, the real fruit of the sea.
No, that's
Okay?
the chicken
Yeah,
of
it's
the
literally
sea.
the chicken of the sea. We just said that.
I mean,
I know, but I still think it should also be a great fruit, too. Tuna's great.
all right, Danny, pressure's on.
Oysters.
Oysters. No.
Dang it.
Incorrect. The fruit of the sea? Well, instead of me telling you who it is, let's go back to this iconic film.
Shrimp is the fruit of the sea. You can barbecue it, boil it, broil it, bake it, saute it. There's shrimp kebabs, shrimp creole, shrimp gumbo, pan fried, deep fried, stir fried. There's pineapple shrimp, lemon shrimp, coconut shrimp, pepper shrimp, shrimp soup, shrimp stew, shrimp salad, shrimp and potatoes, shrimp burger, shrimp sandwich. That's about it.
That's the best part. Forrest finally looks and goes, "You really done? Finally?"
Yeah.
It's a lobster, right? Yes. Okay. Cool. Yes. Lobster. Sure. Yeah. The lobster claws specifically are the fruit of the sea.
There we go. Does anybody? I mean, thank you, but does anybody know that? Like the Vickies, Joey, Sarahs, do they know the reference?
I loved Forrest Gump as a kid, but I watched it in Spanish, so I didn't get the reference.
El shrimpo.
Camarones.
De la sea.
La fruta del océano.
That too.
Yeah. Oh,
Joe's shaking his head no. You didn't see Forrest Gump?
What is wrong with you?
You are a terrible parent.
Wow. Even Danny's shaming him on this one.
Forrest Gump is the best movie besides Titanic.
Yeah, Joey and I were not into those movies. You know what?
Good movies?
I know.
Oh, sorry, there were no lasers being
Oscar
shot.
winners.
Yeah, if it didn't have Neil Patrick Harris shooting at a bunch of worms in a big starship and as a trooper, he wouldn't.
I'm sorry, Tom Hanks wasn't going pew pew.
Yeah, he should have been. Okay.
Reb knows the movie. I know the movie. Vicky, Danny. So your attempt is saying that that's an old movie, while it is.
Well,
while it is,
yeah. And I argue that really young millennials and beyond probably go, Forrest, what?
Come on, that's got to be considered a classic.
Oh, it is.
I'm not saying it's not a classic, but when you say classic, that kind of puts you as an old person.
And
as soon as you say something's fair.
And I'm kind of annoyed now that I think of it that there is so many memes involving that part with the shrimp, the gumbo, and everything. People have created it like, oh, there's a lot of this thing. There's this thing. Like they use that as a template.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
So, yeah, younger millennials who probably know it.
And the craziest part is that actually did inspire a restaurant to be made called Bubba Gump's.
Yeah,
that's right.
Because the guy that was talking was Bubba. That was Forrest's buddy in the military.
That's right.
And of course, Forrest's last name was Gump. And it's insane to think like a scene from a movie was so popular and so iconic that it led to actually a restaurant being open.
Yeah.
Have you ever? We all went to Bubba Gump's.
Yeah, Bubba Gump's was in Chicago.
Chicago, yeah.
At the pier.
Ooh,
I remember the special time we spent together, Steve. Thank you.
That was the first time Joey ever ate shrimp.
Oh, that's right.
I remember we were really excited about that.
I don't know. BJ, did you go with us to that day?
Probably not, because I don't like your people.
Yeah, he didn't go with us on that one.
He goes Bobby Big Wheel and just ignores us all the time.
Yeah. I got no time for you people and your Bubba Gump.
Oh, you peons going to Bubba Gump's. Have fun.
I probably had a bit of a hangover is probably why I didn't go.
Oh, yeah.
For dinner?
Yeah.
Dude, yeah.
I'm old and a lightweight.
BJ likes to party. So happy National Shrimp Day, everybody. Maybe you could celebrate by speeding, especially when you're a sheriff's candidate, and that's exactly what happened in Nebraska. Some guy who's running for sheriff just got arrested because he was driving over 100 miles per hour.
Whoa, okay, that's some speeding right there.
His name is George Merrithew, and he was going 107 miles per hour in a 65 mile per hour zone. He was on the freeway in Omaha. He was on his way, though. In all fairness, he was just trying to get to a parade, the Cinco de Mayo parade.
Well, of course.
Yeah, okay.
He's going to be sheriff soon. He doesn't want to be late.
The best part is there's no questioning on who it was because, well, he was wearing a T-shirt that said Merrithew for sheriff while he got arrested.
Yeah, boy, oh boy. I don't think he's going to be sheriff.
You never know, man. Maybe some people will relate to the guy, like I Speed too. I'm going to vote for Merrithew.
I got to be thinking, though, was there anybody else on the road? I mean, was it Nebraska, you said?
Yeah, it's on there free. It was on I-80.
Yeah, who's on I-80?
I mean, I imagine at least 3 or 4 cars.
Maybe. It is I-80. It is Nebraska. I've driven through there, and every once in a while you feel like, is there anybody alive in this
Saturday morning, people got chores and errands to run. Come on.
Yeah, they got some chores and errands to run out there in Nebraska.
Hey, yesterday we were talking about that couple that while they were saying their vows at their wedding, some idiot decided to steal a bunch of their gifts and cards and the things along those lines.
Oh, yes, I remember that guy.
Right. They were like, man, that person timed it out perfect. Well, we have more information. Now we're kind of figuring out why this person was so smart and figured out when to time it because this person was once a deputy. A former sheriff's deputy got busted for doing that. And apparently it's not the first time that he's done something like this.
So a lawman turned bad?
Yes. He went to the dark side.
Oh, he sure did. He's a Sith.
His name is
Stealer.
Landon. He's 54 years old. He's been arrested for 2 2 Phoenix area weddings just last month.
Ooh.
And they also figured that he's also been a part of a few others as well. He would allegedly pose as a guest at the weddings and then steal boxes and wedding gifts and things along those lines, ranging between $3,000 to $6,000 worth of stuff. 11 different incidents where he's done something like this they believe he could be responsible for. And here's the crazy part is that he tried to tell the cops, oh man, I was going just because I wanted to hear the vows because, quote, I was going through a divorce. Because that's exactly where I want to go when I'm dealing with a divorce, is a wedding.
Oh, yeah, exactly. No, you know what? Let him go. I didn't know he was going through all that.
See, I would have liked his excuse more if he was just like, look, dude, I know Tom Hanks loves weddings, and I was just trying to meet Tom Hanks.
Oh, and then when he wasn't there, I was so mad I took everyone's gifts.
Exactly.
Because his wedding stunk.
Yeah. That tracks. I mean, that's very reasonable.
Better excuse, man.
Whenever I stole stuff out of a store, it was because Tom Hanks was not there.
Yeah, of course.
What if you just say marriage was the worst decision I ever made, so I just wanted to have them understand how terrible marriage is?
Let's start them off on a bad note.
Right. Like, let's just let them know what marriage is like. A lifetime of disappointment.
So he's there.
That's his saying, not mine.
Yeah, and he's there. He's like, hey, kids, I want you to listen to me. You see how my life is. By the way, where the hell is Tom Hanks? I'm taking these.
Man. And also they found some drugs on him as well. So, yeah, this guy.
Oh, drugs as well. Oh, yeah. Well, here we go.
Here we go. After 21 years on the force.
Here we go. So
he turns his back on the law.
Addiction's probably the issue. Boy, oh boy, again, every crime that happens, you can almost point to some sort of addiction or mental health issue. You really can.
Well, these Mariners are going to give me a mental health issue if they continue to play the way they play. Not again. Man, they went out in epic form. This wasn't even a close game, BJ. They lost 9-0 to the Philadelphia Phillies.
I saw that it was 3-0, and I was like, "Oh, Chris, you're not flexing today."
Can we get Kirby to pitch every game? Is that a thing or no?
Well, they still score no runs, so I don't. Unless Kirby can go out there and hit as well.
Well, I mean, it can do better than what we've got going on right now. I tell you. Yeah. They play again today, so hopefully it gets better. Yeah. I mean, at least the weather will be better today than it was yesterday.
Well, yesterday. I had some good moments yesterday. You mean Puyallup, I thought, always got the sunshine.
Gosh.
You didn't get good weather yesterday?
I mean, we had a little bit of sunshine, but then we had like a torrential hailstorm.
Oh, really?
I didn't see that. It was gnarly. And I mean, it looked like these were like marbles coming down.
Oh, we had all sunshine and everything in Tacoma.
Yeah. What time was that, Steve? Because I didn't see any of that on Mercer Island.
Like around 7-ish.
Ooh, yeah, I saw the droplets. Yeah, saw some droplets, but I didn't see any hail my way.
Man, they're just effing with us in Puyallup, I tell you.
Well, again, you stole our sunshine, so you deserve it.
Yeah, I go to Walgreens, it's dumping rain on me, and then I head on over to Costco, and then it's just completely fine. I'm like, I don't know what to do.
Welcome
Stay
to
inside,
the Puget Sound.
Did get myself a sweet Sounders hoodie, though, while I was at Costco.
Nice.
Really?
Pull the trigger on it.
I did. They lowered the price.
Yeah.
They lowered the price.
I was like, kidding me.
I didn't get it at first because it was like $40. I'm like, I ain't paying $40 for anything at Costco unless it's 4 or something. And then I went back to that yesterday, and I'm like, I wonder if they lowered the price since the championship's over. A little price gouging and stuff. And over there, it's $25 for that sweet hoodie.
That's amazing.
Or $30, sorry. $30, but still a $10 drop.
Yeah, man, that's $75.
And I did happen to notice that new Storm logo you were talking about. It is a pretty sweet looking logo. And again, if somebody wants to get me one of those T-shirts, I will not mind.
That's what's up, man.
Father's Day is coming, but you're going to get one of those too. I mean, I can't believe it. Every sport we have, you're just like, I need that.
Yeah, it's called being a fan of the sports teams.
Yeah, is that what it's called, or is it called having a real issue with saying yes to everything you want to buy?
In all fairness to me, it was not a black T-shirt with white lettering. It was a bright-ass green hoodie with blue lettering.
Wow, yeah, that is. I mean, I know why. I mean,
I don't know
right there.
Because the Sounders are awesome.
And also, my wife didn't like it, so it's like a little bit of a troll job. There we go.
That is perfect. You're spending the family's money to troll your wife, and she sees it every day. Good luck to you, sir.
Yeah, maybe I don't make the best financial decisions, but I sure as hell have fun while doing it. I'll wear it tomorrow so you can see it if you want.
Cool. Well, we're not the ones you have to worry about. It's when you go home with that on.
And it's a nice light material. Oh, it's perfect for spring nights.
Yeah, to go to Costco today.
Oh. All right, Danny. Get to Costco.
Let me know if they have those field roast sausages there while you're there. Because I keep going there and they're not there anymore. And it's very disappointing.
Sorry, Steve.
That's why I went. And I just can't leave empty-handed.
No, that's a good point. Costco's like, really? You don't want to go without something,
there, I'm disappointed I don't have the field roast sausages. And I'm like, well, I can't leave here empty-handed. Let me go see what's up with that hoodie. And then I see it's $10 cheaper. I'm like, I'm going out with this.
Good for you. And you know what? You didn't buy any other food, which means calorically you made a good decision. You know what? We're all supporting this.
I did eat the hoodie, though. I mean, no.
Oh, well, it's got a lot of fiber, doesn't it?
They give you samples. They cut it up. And
that Costco, they're so good with their hoodies. Let you have a little bite of it before you buy it.
Hey, go Mariners tonight, huh?
Yeah.
Go where? Where should they go? Because
I don't know, to the scoring column?
Yeah, this is getting frustrating.
Very. Because they were like... Yeah. I don't even know what their record is. It's like 13-17 or something along those lines.
Yeah,
it's not
I thought they were doing good.
They were until 10 games ago.
Yeah, they had like a 9-game, what the hell are we doing streak.
They forgot how to play baseball for 9 games, Rev.
Oh, fair enough.
Yeah, I mean, that's not going to help you.
Hey, as far as weather, 59 degrees. Going to be a nice day today. A little clouds, a little sun. That's the Mix Report, and that's what's up.
Yeah. We were losing 9 games. The Yankees were winning 11 games. Yeah, that's just what we want out of the baseball season. More of what we've had for the last how many decades? It seems.
Well, texters have very, they're rays of sunshine and glasses half full of them.
Yeah, sure they are.
I read this and I'll try my best to edit it, BJ, for you. F the Mariners. We lost the Sonics. We had the Kraken and the Mariners. And don't get me started on the Seahawks and how Pete Carroll should be collecting unemployment.
Oh, wow. Oh, he should be collecting unemployment. So at least you want to pay him unemployment after you fire him. Because a lot of people would say, don't even give that bastard unemployment. But it's nice you want to give him unemployment.
Do you think he gets fired by the Seahawks if that ever happens? He's going to be like, can I get unemployment?
That'd be fantastic.
I think that would be fantastic if Pete was like, yeah, well, I'm going to get my unemployment. You got to give me that.
He continues to write, or she. We have poop sports teams, and you two make it seem like we have awesome teams.
Well,
I mean, you can love the teams.
Look, the Kraken were awesome as far as they gave us
have a team.
Yeah, but they gave us a lot of fun performances.
Absolutely.
I mean, come on, you got to give the Kraken, and plus they're like they're fantastic. Their uniforms are great. The facility is great. The people have been great too. Come on, first year, give them a break.
And today's a big day for the Kraken because today's the draft lottery where we find out what pick they get. So it's at I believe at 3 p.m. today. You can watch it on the NHL Network or online. 3:30. I'm sorry, that's when it's going to be scheduled to happen, and then they get to pick a ball, or somebody picks the ball.
Is it 5 positions, Steve? Is that what they're shooting? How many positions are in the lottery?
Yeah, man, you're asking me. I think it's 6, but I could be wrong. And it's weird because it's like even though they're the third worst record, it gets weird if they don't end up getting the number 1 and number 2 pick. Like their chances of getting the number 3 pick aren't very good. Then they go to number 4. It's a convoluted thing, but let's just hope that they have, I think, a 10% chance or 11% chance of having the number 1 pick overall, and that's what my fingers are crossed for.
Okay, there you go. I like this.
And if you have some people, it's fixed, so maybe they'll get it anyway.
Oh, all right.
That's the spirit.
I love that if it's fixed.
Well, they got to help the expansion teams. That's what they were saying.
Oh, well, I didn't realize it was fixed. Well, perfect. We happen to be in the right position, so we don't have to complain about that now. We'll complain about that when there's a new expansion team.
So tomorrow, hopefully, we'll be talking about the Kraken getting the number 1 pick overall.
Yeah.
Wouldn't that be sweet?
That would be sweet. And I'll probably ask you who you like.
Yeah, exactly.
Because I have no idea who we want to try to get with that number 1 pick.
I watched the game, so Steve, you got to tell me everything else.
I'll ask you tomorrow about that when we find out, because it's probably moot if, in fact, we don't get it. But, you turned us on to Matty Beniers last year, and it turns out we got him. So
I know, man. For once, it looked like I knew something, even though I just picked it because I liked his name.
Yeah. Well, God, I like his game. So you like his name, I like his game. It's all working out. Yesterday, Steve, he did get this one right.
Facebook was first limited to students at what university?
Our rivals in Harvard.
Yes.
Right, Danny?
Yeah.
Oh, God. Just because you have a T-shirt.
Man, yep.
You want a shot at beating Steve, you got it. 206-421-ROCK. We're playing Beat Miggs at 6:50 on The Rock.
Today's podcast is brought to you by bankruptcy attorney Travis Gagne, who's ready to answer your questions about bankruptcy. Travis, is it true that if you filed for bankruptcy once, you can't file again?
Even if you filed bankruptcy before, you can almost certainly file bankruptcy again. Different types of bankruptcies have different time limits between filings. In Chapter 7, full bankruptcy, You can only file Chapter 7 once every 8 years. However, you can almost always file a Chapter 13 case. Chapter 13 cases can be filed immediately following a Chapter 7. They can be filed immediately following a prior Chapter 13 case. Chapter 13 is a reorganization plan, so there will be some type of monthly payment, but it's based on your budget and your ability to afford that payment. So Chapter 13 is an option in almost all cases, even with a prior bankruptcy filing.
Thanks, Travis. If you have more questions about bankruptcy, you can reach out to Travis anytime at choosetherightchapter.com. That's choosetherightchapter.com. Thanks for listening.
This podcast is brought to you by the Washington State Department of Health. When we think about the COVID-19 vaccine hesitancy in the Black community, let's remember, it didn't happen by chance. It's justified in history. But the will to change the narrative is strong today, and our people are lending their voices to the conversation. We're sharing our stories and the reasons that made us choose the vaccine so we can lead the way for others to make a well-informed choice too. To hear our stories, visit hereforuswa.org.
Geico asks, how would you love a chance to save some money on insurance? Of course you would. And when it comes to great rates on insurance, Geico can help. Like with insurance for your car, truck, motorcycle, boat, and RV. Even help with homeowners or renters coverage. Plus, add an easy-to-use mobile app, available 24-hour roadside assistance, and more, and Geico is an easy choice. Switch today and see all the ways you could save. It's easy. Simply go to geico.com or contact your local agent today.